This is Capital on Stage, the Amsterdam edition. It's time to meet the investors. Please give a warm applause for Herman Hintzen, HenQ Invest.
I think I am the guy who's taking you out for lunch, after Thijs couldn't. But let me start my story 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I did the most important thing in my life, and that was I quit my job. I quit my job to start a company. And together with two friends on the third floor of an old building, we started building software, acquiring customers, hiring people. And those were the days when software was still distributed on little silver discs. We had development times of release schedules of 3 months. We used copiers and fax machines to reach our customers. And when we went out to get money to help us grow, people would ask us, how can we fund something that we cannot touch? They were not used to software then yet. That was all pre-internet hype, pre-bubble. And a lot of things have changed since then. It's become maybe easier, maybe not, but it's become different. And one thing, however, is still the same. And that is the excitement of starting a company. The excitement of having a dream and making it come true. And after a little while after I sold the shares in my first company, I realized that that was exactly what made me tick. That's the important thing, being in the position in the early stage phase where you can actually make things happen that are not there yet. So that's when I gathered some people around me and thought about starting a new company. And the new company was to have companies as a product, or at least help companies start and become successful. And I'd made so many mistakes and fallen into so many pitfalls that I thought I could at least help people with that. You know, only by sharing what I did wrong myself would already help. So one of the first things we realized that we needed money, more than we had. So I went around, talked to all people I ever did business with, and asked them to chip in. And they would ask, what are you going to do with this money? And I said, well, we don't really know yet, but we're going to do something with young companies. And we don't have a sector focus yet. We don't know what phase whatever. We didn't really know. But people, strangely enough, believed us. And so we started a first fund, which was 2006. And this was all what was to become HenQ. And in our first fund, we funded 10 companies. And then a little bit later, we started another fund, which was slightly bigger. And now we just started a third fund that is 50 million. And with this new fund, we'll fund another 20 companies. And from the 20 companies we've funded up to now, and the ones we're going to do, we had wonderful, great times with some of them, and worse times with others, but we never went down without fighting. And the companies that became successful, like, for instance, Mendix, SEO Shop, Excite, StudyTube, they started out with maybe just a couple of people and no real revenue. And together with them, we made the journey and we conquered the world and we made them grow into companies that do multiple tens of millions of revenue and are expanding worldwide. And I can tell you that's a real thrill, and I'm really happy to do that and to keep on doing that. And I think what sets us apart in the VC world is that we still are, although we have slightly larger funds, we still are by heart and by nature and by soul early stage startup people. We like to start up new stuff. So we're one of the few funds where you can actually get a first round for maybe 100K and grow with us. And if you're one of the really good ones, end up getting a total investment of maybe 10 million from us as the same VC. And of course, we'll get in other VCs along the road, but we'll battle this fight with you. And so if you are an entrepreneur or you have a company and your focus is mainly B2B, maybe even B2B with a focus on SME companies, and you like to grow and you can show us the first signs of traction, then don't hesitate to contact us and see if we can fight this battle together. Thank you. And now for lunch.